What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And man, what a week that was. It was a hectic week for everyone involved. A lot of comments, a lot of tweets, a lot of battle modes being played, and then not so many battle modes being played a few days later, if you catch my drift. So I want to get back into the swing of things, guys. Get back to business as usual on the Desolation map, and that means we're going to be working downtown. We're going to be working on this skyscraper that has no name, the townhomes. Of course, the townhomes. I vowed to get a huge chunk of this done in the next month or so. This and the Hayes Tower next door, sort of next door, across the way, kitty corner. And getting this done entails doing a lot of interiors, and I do mean a lot of interiors. I've got one of the townhomes down in the book so far, and I got 7 more to go, and this one's sort of half done, sort of. So I'm going to finish this one up for you today, or at least, I'm not going to finish it up. Okay, I'm going to get a lot of it done for you, and hopefully get this ball rolling, get the cogs in motion, so to speak, because, you know, it's so hard to do these interiors. Every single room is different, and it's just a very creativity draining experience, okay, as I get on the juice, because I like the juice. So I'm gonna finish this townhome up in the near future. I'm gonna do a lot of it off camera because, you know, sometimes it gets repetitive, but I'm gonna do a little bit on camera because I think it's valuable to show you guys, just because, like I said, every room is different, and, you know, no two rooms are similar, or even they're not even the same, but they're not even similar either. So, you know, every room is drastically different from each other. So I think it's valuable to show you guys. I think you might be interested in watching it. I've laid out my carpets and my flooring so I know where each room is, and then I'm going to go through and do the walls first, and then do the details of the room, and then do the ceiling, and then move on to the next room and just do that over and over and over. Rather rinse, repeat. Over and over and over again. So I'm going to start with this kitchen here. And I like doing the kitchens first. I don't know why. The kitchens are like the center point of the apartment. And anyway, what I really want to talk about, what I really want to get into with you guys today is the creative question of the week, because it is Monday. Of course, it's Monday. You know that. And every single Monday we have the creative question of the week time, where I answer a question submitted by the viewers. And if you want to get on creative question of the week, all you got to do is submit a question in the comment section below. It's pretty simple. You guys know the routine by now. I've done it every Monday for the past, I don't know how long, a long time. Go check out the creative question of the week playlist if you're not familiar with the creative questions of the week, because I've compiled them all into one playlist, and it's going to blow your mind. Okay, it's probably going to blow your mind. So this week, I want to answer a question that I've been having on the back burner for a little while now. Well, let's look at the creative question of the week first. Today's creative question of the week comes from Danny B, and he says, "What is the meaning of life?" Oh man, great question, Danny B. Okay, I kind of sort of prompted you guys to ask this question because I got this burning desire inside of me to share what I know with you, and hopefully you can take it how you will. Okay. So thank you, Danny B, for asking the question. If you want to get a creative question of the week, all you gotta do is put a little question in the comment section. Do it right now. Think of a question. It's got to be kind of creative, though. I don't want the how'd you get your gamer tag questions, because those are silly. I want real questions that you thought about, and, you know, questions are gonna allow me to talk for about 15 minutes about what I want to talk about relating to the question. All right. So before we get into this question, disclaimer time. Disclaimer. Everything I'm about to say here to you are my beliefs, and I don't expect you to believe what I believe. I don't expect you to, you know, hear what I have to say and change your beliefs. I know that's not going to happen. That's not my intention here today. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. I'm not trying to influence you in any way. I don't expect you to believe what I'm saying. Let's put it that way. I don't expect you to believe what I'm saying, but what I do expect from you is for you to listen to what I have to say, and then ask some questions. Always be asking questions. That's the motto of this channel. Ask questions about everything. How can you find answers if you're not even asking the questions? Think about that for a second. How can you find answers if you're not asking the questions? So when you ask what is the meaning of life, you're asking an age-old dilemma that humans have been asking themselves since the dawning of time. When you think of a question, the number one question for humans, the question that everybody is burning to know, is what is the meaning of all this? Now, I know what the meaning of all this is. I have discovered it, as have many people on this planet have discovered the meaning of life, and the people who have discovered the meaning of life are trying to spread it to as many people as they possibly can. But the problem is most people on this planet don't ask the question, so they can never hear the answer. Okay? Most people don't ask the question, what is the meaning of all this? They just go to their jobs, they go to their family functions, they have kids, they have a mortgage, and they go through the motions of life, and they don't really stop to think, what is this all for? Why am I doing this? Right? But some people do, and the people who have stopped and asked that question, most of them have found the answer. Because you're going to find, guys, in life, if you ask the question, the answer will come eventually. In one way or another, the answer will come. So keep asking those questions. So, in order to explain the meaning of life, do you have to explain some beliefs that I have? I don't call them beliefs because I know them to be true, but to you they are beliefs because you have no evidence of it. I have evidence of it, but I can't share that evidence with you because the evidence is inside of me. What I mean by that is through opening up my pineal gland, which we've talked about in Creative Questions of the Week. This is a organ in your brain that is responsible for your sleep cycles. That's what medical science says. But those who have unlocked it, those who have decalcified it through various methods, have discovered that it does more than what medical science thinks it does. It is actually your sixth sense. It is actually your connection to higher realms of energy. That's the best way to describe it. It connects you to higher realms of energy that are beyond the perception of our current five senses. So opening your pineal gland is called the third eye in many Eastern religions or Eastern philosophies. It's called the third eye because it allows you to see something that the five sense humans don't see. And everyone has this ability. All you have to do is unlock and decalcify your pineal gland. You can do some research on how to do that. I've also done a Creative Question of the Week on it. And once you do that, you become sensitive to different energies, different elements of reality that you don't see otherwise. And through unlocking the pineal gland, through meditation, I've come to discover that in the center of the universe, there is a ball of energy. This is the best way to describe it. A sphere of energy that is the start of all that is and all that ever will be. Science calls it the Big Bang. Religion calls it God. Those who can sense this energy, can feel this energy, call it Source. Some people call it Source. Some call it the infinite central sun. Every different philosophical sect of humanity calls it something else. I think we'll call it Source because I like to call it Source because it is the source of all that is in this universe. The Big Bang occurred, and energy just rapidly expanded from that central point. Well, science knows this, but what they don't know is that ball in the center of the universe is a ball of energy that radiates at the frequency that we would call love. It's a ball of love. It's got the same principles, the same energy as love. The same feelings that you get when you feel love is what this ball of light energy emits. And reality, what we know as reality is this ball expanding to various, everywhere basically. It's just expanding. Everything that is this ball of energy. There's no separation. So when we're living on this planet Earth and we have these five senses that are very limited, we see another person over there, right? You see another person, and your senses tell you that person is something else. That's another thing. But in reality, guys, that other person is you. Because we are all of the same energy from the same source. You are the same as that glass of water that's sitting on your table right now. You are your Xbox sitting on your desk, okay? You are the same thing as these things because you all come from the same place, source. If you like, you can call it God, the great central sun, whatever you want to call it. We all come from the same place and we are all the same thing. Now, why did this happen? Why is this ball of love energy expanding to all parts, creating a universe? That's another good question. The reason for it is reality, existence, is source energy attempting to learn about itself. That's what all of existence is. It's this ball of energy wants to learn more. Just like you, just like me, we're here to learn more, right? This ball of energy wants to learn more. So it creates all these different versions of itself. It creates humans, it creates dolphins, it creates whales and elephants and tigers. And it creates different planets, different moons, and different asteroids, and different suns, and different solar systems, and different planets with life, and different life on different planets. And it creates all of this, setting up all these different scenarios so it can learn more. We are all source love energy learning about ourselves. Now there's a popular idea among people that there's good and there's evil. But that's not true. There is no good and there's no evil. There's only light and dark. Because they're the two sides of the same coin. Like I said, we're all this source energy. And that which we call evil is nothing more than the absence of... Oh, this is going to be hard to explain. Okay, we're getting deep into this here. I want to stay on track, guys. How best to explain this? You know, there is no duality. Okay, there's no good or bad. It's just light and dark. And the dark is learning about itself just like the light is. And you can't learn about the light without having the dark. You must have both in order to learn. If you have no darkness, then you have no conception of what is light. So the two must exist, and you have such hatred towards things that are darkness. But without the darkness, there can be no light, there can be no expansion, there can be no learning. So you have to have both in order to learn, essentially. Now, I keep using this word learn. So let's go back to humanity, to human beings. What is our purpose here? Our purpose here is to learn. That's what the purpose of our source energy is. God, if you will. If you're religious. That is what it's doing. It's learning about itself. It created us so that it could learn about ourselves, us. It could learn about itself. So we've been put here on this planet in this special set of circumstances, very specific conditions, so that we could learn a specific lesson. Now the next question is going to be, if you're asking questions, right, which you should be, the next question is, well, what is this lesson that we've been put here to learn? Why are we learning these lessons, and what is this lesson that we're meant to be learning? Well, we have been blessed with the gift of free will. You can do anything you want to do on this planet. Anything you want to do. You could be a murderer, you could be a saint, you can do whatever you want to do. Because no matter what you do, you are going to be learning while you do it. And that is the point of life, is to learn some lessons. Now the beauty about free will, guys, is that you get to choose what lesson you want to learn. That's right, guys. You have the luxury of deciding what your lesson will be. You can learn whatever lesson you want, but you're going to be learning a lesson no matter what. So when you think about your life and think about the direction it's gone, is where it is and where it's going, you have to realize that you've chosen this. You've chosen everything. And you can choose how your future is going to be. You can choose what lessons you're going to learn. You need to decide what your life is going to be about, and then your life will be about that. If you dedicate your life to spreading love to all corners of the globe, then you're going to be spending your life traveling and helping people. If you dedicate your life to being creative and sharing your creativity with other people so that they can be creative, then that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be an artist who affects the lives of millions. Whatever you want your lesson to be, you decide it. And then that's what your life is. So the meaning of life is to choose what you want to learn. You get to choose, guys. Your parents, your media, your government, they all tell you what you should be learning. They want to influence you in certain ways. But you have to realize that you cannot be influenced in any way, because this is your life and you get to choose what it's about. And you've been programmed to think certain ways, to think about getting mortgages and getting car payments, okay? But that's not what life is about. Life is about deciding how you want to live it and then go out there and live it. to the best of your ability and learn as much as you possibly can. That is the meaning of life. The meaning of life is not to make a lot of money. That's another programming thing you got into, because you've been programmed by these external forces to think that making money is success. But guess what? The more money you make, the more taxes you pay to the 1%. And the 1% is just putting these ideas into your head that you gotta go out there and make a lot of money, because then you become an ATM machine for them. And you spend your life not doing what you are here to learn, but you spend your life making money doing something you don't love doing. And then you've wasted your life. Okay? So I know we got deep there, guys, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here today. You get to create your own lesson, and it's amazing. You get to do whatever you want to do, and you get to learn that lesson. So please remember, guys, remember my disclaimer. I don't expect you to believe this, okay? I don't expect you to change your opinions on things, but I do expect you to ask questions. Because what did we say at the beginning of this video? If you don't ask the questions, how can you get any answers? I'm going to say that for the 4th time, because it's extremely important. If you don't ask the questions, how can you get the answers? Alright guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this. As always, Creative Question of the Week, my favorite time of the week. So leave a like if you enjoy this. Please leave your comments. Let's have a discussion about this in the comment section. I will answer them all. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.